Alright, next I want to do something similar. Instead of the square root of 48x to the third, it's going to be the cubed root of 48x to the third, because we have this 3 above the radical sign. Okay, so it's very similar, but instead of perfect squares, we're going to look for perfect cubes, or numbers that are factors that we see 3 times. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start off with a factor tree. So I have 48, which we said was 2 and 24, 2 and 12, which is 2 and 6, which is 2 and 3. Okay, so we have our factors are 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3. We also have x to the third, which is x times x times x. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is we want to simplify. Oops, I'm making a mess here. We want to simplify the perfect cubes. So a cube is a number that is to the power of 3. So 2 cubed, make a little aside here. 2 to the power of 3 we would say is 2 cubed, and that's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So the cube root of 8 is equal to 2. Just as a little refresher. So what we want to do, same like we did before, we want to write our cube root radical there. And then we want to look at our factor tree. And for now, when we're doing square root, we look for every 2 of a number, we wrote it out front of the root sign. Since we're doing a cube root, right, power of 3, we want to look for every 3 of a number. We want to pull it out and write it once out in front. So we have 1, 2, 3 2. So I'm going to write that out front. And that's that. We also have 1, 2, 3 x's, so I'm going to pull the x out in front. And what are we left with? We're left with a 2 and a 3, and that's what we'll put inside the cube root sign. Okay. Step number 3. Multiply the numbers inside and in front of the cube root. So let's do that right here. At this point we have 2x, 2 times x, cube root of 2 times 2. So that's going to be 2x cube root of, no, that's 2 times 3. Yep, sorry. Of 2 times 3, which is 6. So we'll say the cube root of 48 x to the third is equal to 2x cube root of 6. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. The difference is whatever your root you're taking, in this case we're taking the cube root, right? Power of 3. Then for every 3 of a number in the factor tree, we want to pull out in front of the cube root sign. Okay, and that's that. If you have any questions, let me know.